Yesterday, you looked at landforms and you were each assigned a picture of a landform, and you had to think about how this landform was formed. So we're going to go through and look at the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them and share what some of these responses are. So let's look at the first one. This is a canyon, and some people have said it was created by being heavy and old. Maybe water was dropped on it and got looser and it broke. It was formed by water. Here's our next picture, Horseshoe Bend. Maybe there's a couple suggestions for this one. Maybe a big plane crash widened the areas, or an earthquake happened and the walls split apart when maybe this was all like one wall when it was in one piece, or like a tornado came and split the walls apart. So like thinking like where all this water is flowing through, it didn't used to be like that these parts were once connected, but something split it apart. Our next picture of a canyon, I think it happened because of an earthquake, or water used to be in it and the sides are smooth because material has brushed up against the side. Next picture is still a canyon, but different formations of it. Maybe it used to be a sea and all the water got rained out and it made patterns in land. Or also it got formed by water and sand. I'm hearing a lot of water suggestions for all of these landforms. That is interesting and really something to keep in mind. Water seems to play an important part. Made from water and mud. The mountains are made from rocks and water. Maybe a river went through it a long time ago. Water again. Oh, it is made of rocks and moss. The rocks broke and rain got in the middle, making a river. See, we have another one of these where there's water flowing through. A huge storm went through it and broke the rocks and made a path and carved it. Also made by water, moving through rocks. And our last picture that we're going to look at, the water is fast and it takes the rocks away and the water flows. It was dug, maybe man-made then, and a lot of water flowed through the spot. Again, I am hearing the words water over and over again. Water flowing, water moving. Water seems to be playing an important part in this. So yesterday you looked at pictures of landforms and bodies of water, and you thought about how they were formed. Today, you are going to think of a question to figure out how the different shapes came to be. You are answering the question, but you're going to try to think of a question to help figure out how these different shapes came to be. How are different shapes in the land and bodies of water formed? What made the different shapes in the land and bodies of water? How long did it take to shape the different landforms? So, what information do we need to know to be able to answer our questions? What do you think? I want you to think of a question to help us figure out how the different shapes came to be.